This is M. Haritha, 4th year CSC, Adi Shankara Institution of Technology. Register number is 578. Software testing tools, Tech Talk video. Topic is transaction flow testing techniques. Get the transaction flow. Inscription, reviews and walkthroughs, path sections, path integrations, path instruments, design and maintaining test database, test execution. Get the transaction flow. Complicated systems that process a lot of different complicated transactions should have script representation of the transaction flow or the equivalent transaction flow or equal control flow graphs, and consequently we should expect to have them in increasingly levels or details. The system's designs documentation should contains an overview section that details the main transaction flows. Detailed transaction flow are the mandatory prerequisites to the ratal designs of a system functional testing, inspections, reviews and walkthroughs. Transaction flows are natural agenda of systems reviews for inspection. In conducting the walkthroughs, you should discussing enough transaction types of to account of 98 to 99 of the transaction the system is expected to process. Discuss path throughout follow in functions rather than technical terms. Ask the designs to relate every flow to the specification and to show how that directly or indirectly flows from the requirements. Make transaction flow testing or cornerstone of them. System functional testing, just a path testing, is the cornerstone of the unit testing. Select additional flow path loops, timings, values and domain boundaries. Designs more testing cases to validate all bugs and deciders. Publisher and distributor the selected test path through the transaction flows as early as possible so that they will exceed the maximum benefits effect on the project. Path section, select a set of cover path C1, C2. Use the analysis critical you are used for struggle path testing. Select a covering set of paths based on functionality sensible transaction. You would for control for graphs. Try to find the most radical longest transaction path from the entity to the exit of the transaction flow. Path sensitization. Most of the normal paths are very easy to sensitive to 80 to 95 transactions for coverage. C1 plus C2 is the usual easy to achieve. The remaining swarm percentage is often very different. Sensitive is the act to define the transaction. If there are sensitive problems on the easy path, then bet on either a bump in a transaction flow or ribbon bugs. Path instruments. Instruments play a bigger role in transaction flow testing than it unit path testing. The information of the path test taken for a given transaction must be kept with the transaction and can be recorded by a control central transaction disrupted by the individual processing models. In some systems, such as trains are provided by the operating systems are an a runner large basic of data flow testing. Data flow testing is the name of given to final of test constants based on the selecting paths are through the program control flows in order to export sequences events related to the status of database. Otherwise, data flow testing is types of struggle testing is the method that is used to find the test paths of programming according to the locations of destination or using the variables in the problems. It has information to do what data flows diagrams is a concept with statements with variable events statements whether these values used to define. Data flow testing uses to control programs are when the situation that interrupts the flow of the programs. Difference of the difference analysis in the flow of data are conducted at the time of action between values and variables. This analysis a variable is defined but not used or required. A variable is used but never defined. A variable is defined twice before it is used. Advantages of data flow testing. Data flow testing is used to find the following issues: to find a variable that is used but never defined, to variable find that is defined but never used, to find a variable that is defined multiple times before it is used, deleting a variable before it is used. Disadvantages of data flow testing: time consuming and costly process, requires knowledge on programming language. Examples. Thank you.